Hey guys, so today we're going to do something really cool. We're going to plant a succulent inside of this old broken doll's head. Alright, so what we have here is a cactus soil that's fast draining. It's meant for succulents, cactuses, or citrus plants. Here we have some like beach stones, river rocks, smoothed out pebbles, about the small, and there's some sand inside too, so it goes from like medium to small to tiny to sand, and that'll be the drainage layer at the bottom. And for the in-between layer between the pebbles and the soil, we're going to have some of this dried moss, and that'll act as the drainage layer above the rocks. Oh, and also we have this old metal lid to a vintage mason jar. This is metal. They have a glass insert. Okay, so this will be what the head will sit inside as the little pot. Okay, so let's get started. First, I'm going to take this mason jar lid, and we're going to put that right in the center. And we'll get started. So I'm going to put a few rocks down in the bottom of this lid so that the doll face can sit right on top of that layer. And it won't move around or slide around. It'll kind of be a base layer. So I think I'm going to take some of these larger rocks and put them at the bottom. Like that. Okay, and we're going to just set the little face right in the center there. And that'll just sit there while we add the rest of the pieces here. Okay, so now we have just some rocks at the bottom to hold the heads flat. And now we're going to add, actually we're going to add a couple more rocks right into the center here to kind of hold the center down, and that'll be our bottom drainage layer. Okay, I can't add too much because it's really low back here. So just enough to sit this in here, and then we'll build up into the front area by the face. Kind of like on a slope. Okay, next is our moss. We have a bag of green moss. Sphagnum moss, I believe. Okay, so we're just going to take a little bit out like this. And break it up. We don't need too much in here. There's not a lot of room, but I'm going to put a fair amount at the bottom. Kind of press it down into the back, as you can see. Turn this around so you can see the back. Okay, so we'll press that down, and now I'm going to start building up into the front of the face. Okay. Alright, we're going to add some of this cactus soil, this well-draining soil, because that's what the succulents need. They need a fast-draining soil so the roots don't sit and stay wet, because that'll cause root rot, and we don't want our little plant to have root rot. So we're going to fill up the front of the face with a little soil. Okay, I'm going to take the succulent here, and I'm going to take it right out of its little pot. And there's 3 plants. Okay, and we're going to kind of break it up. I'm going to see. Oh yeah, they separated right away. So we're going to we'll start with the first one, and if there's room for 3, we'll do 3. If not, 1, or if not, just, 1 or 2. Okay, so let's take this, and I'm going to press down a little hole here, because we got a little root rod for this guy, and stick it right in there. See, that fit just perfect. Okay, I'm going to press it up towards the front, because that's where all the room is for the soil. Okay, I have another one. This is the smallest one. And I'm gonna break apart this little root wad until we just have just a little, bit here. Okay, I'm gonna put this one right in the front as well. Okay, now we have two. And it looks like we might have room for the last one in the back here. So I'm gonna take some of the soil off, but leave most of the original soil around the root wad here, the root ball. Okay. And we have some roots hanging on there. Those are good. Okay. So that one's gonna go right back here in the very back. And we're gonna push down, make a little hole for this last one to go in. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna add a little soil around this last one here. And it's okay if it spills out the back, because, we'll just clean it up after we're all done. Okay, so make sure the soil is packed around, not too tight, but not too loose, so they're standing up. Okay, so I'm going to spin this back around. Move all this soil out of the way, all the extra. Off to the side here, and let's see what we got. Okay, there she is. She or he or they. I'm not sure. That might be a they. Okay, so we're gonna sprinkle. I'm gonna get out. Whoops! I'm gonna get out the little spray and spray their face, so they or spray in here so that the plants get nice and watered. All right, got water sprayer. I'm gonna spray. Okay, now that we have a little moisture on the soil, it kind of holds it in there a little better. And I'm gonna add some more dirt around the back, and that should keep everything nice and tight in there. And soon, as it grows a little more, the roots will start to spread out, and it'll all hold itself in place, so I won't have to worry about it. We'll worry about the succulents falling out of the back. Okay, it looks pretty good. So, as you can see, just planted and then right inside this little doll face, and I think that is so cute. Just clean up right around there and straighten out the rocks, and there you have it, a succulent planted inside of a old doll head. I think that is so cool. It turned out nice. If you guys have any other ideas, or you want to share any of your potted plant ideas, go ahead and post them in the comments, and I would love to see them. Okay, thanks for watching, and make sure to like this video and subscribe. All right, see you guys. Thanks. Bye.